What's up, Zen Dude Nation? Today we're talking about, I always do this, I always throw my hands in the air in the beginning of workouts or videos. So Zen Dude Nation, today we are talking about how to jump rope to lose weight. Now there's a lot of people out there who are really good at jumping rope, but maybe they don't have the body that you want, right? They don't have that lean, sprinter, or soccer-like physique. So that's because you can't necessarily just correlate jumping rope with having the body you want. You have to jump rope a certain way to make sure that you're losing body fat. So you're not gonna learn how to do the coolest tricks in this video, but you are going to learn how to jump rope in a way that's gonna help you remove body fat and reveal sex. Pure sex from here down to there. So if you like this video, please give it a like, guys. Comment below if you have questions, subscribe to the channel, and finally, we set up a free 4-week challenge for all of our Zen dudes and dudettes who want to get sexy while jumping rope and living an overall awesome life. So if you want to get in that free challenge, click the link in the first line of the description and you're in. First thing, when it comes to jumping rope, we recommend that you jump rope fasted. Oh, what's that, Dan? Oh, Dan wants me to explain to you guys what fasting is. Well, fasting is just not eating. Dude, no! So if you wake up in the morning, usually eat your Cheerios, don't eat your Cheerios, instead go jump some rope and then eat your Cheerios. No! Now, before you get your panties up in a bunch, listen, we understand that that scares some people, but when you jump rope on a fasted stomach, you're no longer using glucose to fuel yourself while you work out, but instead you're fueling yourself with your body fat, which means you are losing body fat while you're exercising. It's the best thing ever. So if you want to give it a shot, so maybe one day try fasting where you jump rope and then eat your meal after that. Number 2, we want you using a weighted handle jump rope. If you use a regular speed rope, yeah, maybe you could do cooler tricks, but guess what? You're not burning as much body fat because that extra resistance that weighted handle rope provides helps you burn more calories. Step 3, you guys, we want you doing high intensity interval training. That means you are going all out effort with the jump rope, and then you're taking 10 seconds, you're chilling, and you're doing another repetition of 30 seconds.
Rest. Rest.
I guess it's not really repetition, it's just 30 seconds of jumping your rope, and then 10 seconds rest. You can do that 8 times in one circuit, and you can go ahead and do that 3 to 5 times for one high intensity interval training workout. You guys, you don't even need to listen to me say this. We created YouTube workouts. We got a ton of them that follow this strategy. Step 4, do exercises that you feel comfortable with, all right? If you are trying to do a really wild trick, you're probably gonna mess up a lot and you're not gonna burn a ton of calories. So we want you doing exercises that you're already pretty fluent in. For example, the regular bounce, or for example, the run in place. Exercises that you can go super fast and hard on and you're not gonna necessarily be messing up. You guys, so important. Step number 5 is make sure that you go all out with your effort. Now, if you're jumping rope at a moderate pace, yeah, you might get some endorphins pumping, you feel kind of good, but we're here to lose weight, we're here to remove body fat, so make sure that when you go, you're imagining there's a bear running behind you and you need to jump rope to escape him and stay alive. So you want to have that rope out on the side so you can spin that rope as fast as possible, making sure, of course, you're removing as much body fat from your body as possible. Body fat removed. Finally, you guys, don't do one of these workouts and wonder why it didn't work. You need to do 3 to 5 of these every single week for ever, not forever, guys, but you need to do it until you start to see results, okay? Like anything else you've tried to get good at, if you're trying to get a six-pack or you want to get lean, you want a sexy body, it just takes time, guys. So do these workouts 3 to 5 times a week and you're gonna see fat being removed and you're gonna see muscle being gained, you're gonna see sexy again from head to toe. It's all gonna be great stuff, guys. Just stick with it and you're gonna see the results you want. So you want to hold your hands out to the sides and make sure that you can spin that motherfucker as fast as possible. Okay, maybe I won't say motherfucker.
All right, let's be honest. I know you are looking for the easy way to lose belly fat and get abs. And who isn't, right? I mean, why would you do it the hard way if you could do it the easy way? Well, how can you actually do it without exercise though? If you watch videos like P90X or other YouTube videos, you're probably assuming you have to do 3 hours a day of plank. That's not necessarily true. Now in this video, I want to share with you guys how to actually lose belly fat as best you can without any exercise whatsoever. Hey guys, I'm Alex Hine, author of the book Master the Day. Now, in regard to losing belly fat, the very first thing is to understand where your baseline is. So for example, when I say baseline, I mean male versus female. Your age, your historical weight, and your historical body fat, even your body type. For example, you may have been a leaner person genetically. You may have been an overweight person slightly genetically. Those are going to affect certain things. For example, there is some research suggesting that different people have different amounts of carb tolerance. So a lean person may be able to eat more carbs and gain less fat than someone who's less carb tolerant. That's just an unfair fact. The other thing is your age and your gender. Obviously, your 22-year-old body is going to be different from your 52-year-old body. There are many women I know that they're doing fine in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, and then they hit menopause, suddenly gain weight despite eating right and working out. And plenty of men that reach out to me in their mid to late 30s, as soon as they get really sedentary, maybe their sleep is getting messed up from having kids, they're pounding back 3 cups of coffee a day, or they're having a drink every night, and they're noticing the belly fat creep up. What also matters is your body type to begin with. For example, some people, they have a lot of fat accumulation from their waist down. This is kind of that stereotypical pear-shaped body. Now for other people though, they're pretty lean. So the very first thing here for losing belly fat is to understand where your baseline is. Are you naturally leaner? Are you naturally slightly more overweight? What gender are you and what age are you? Because these are all going to be factors that come into play. The second thing here is that having a flat stomach is still at a high level dictated by calories at the end of the day. For example, look at me as an extreme example in my late teens. I was doing no ab exercises and I was doing no exercise whatsoever besides playing video games all day. But because I ate a healthy diet where I was raised, and then when I went to college, I still ate healthy and cooked, I had a really clear six-pack. Now, I wasn't fit at all. I was severely underweight. That was just genetically how I was. But what I'm trying to say is with no exercise, no planks, no ab exercises whatsoever, I still had abs, which should go to suggest that it's actually more about your body fat levels instead of doing exercises in order to get abs, all right? That's actually very important. So whatever method you want to go about, having the lower calories is up to you. 2 of the things I recommend that are easy are intermittent fasting. For example, trying the ratio I suggested in the intermittent fasting video previously, or adopting a more low-carb diet, which tends to be for people the 2 easiest ways that I've seen in order to eat better, which generally is, in my experience, the easiest way that people can actually eat less calories without feeling like they're eating less calories. The third thing here is to add 30 grams of protein to each meal. I've had clients do this that are both vegan and vegetarian, as well as carnivores that eat meat. What I find is that with people eating 30 grams of protein per meal, they are way more full, they naturally crave way less carbs, their blood sugar is more stable, they have better energy, and they lose more body fat. So one of the reasons is that higher protein is going to increase the proper levels of, for example, testosterone, and also a lower carb diet is going to assist in rebalancing some of the hormones. For example, cortisol, estrogen, testosterone. So besides the 30 grams of protein with each meal, which could mean some eggs, it could mean a piece of meat, it could mean beans and rice or something else. Besides that in particular, the strictest version of losing belly fat without any exercise whatsoever would be basically a strict specific carbohydrate diet or a strict paleo, which would be basically just meat, plants, and fats. So almost every one of your meals would look something like this, where you have, for example, eggs, fats, and vegetables, salmon with a ton of vegetables and fats, chicken or steak with a ton of vegetables and fats. And that's been, in my experience, the most cutting end of a diet, where that's difficult for most people, but it's also the most effective in terms of losing body fat, staying full, and still being pretty healthy at the end of the day, because you're still getting protein, fats, and you're getting some carbs via the vegetables. So I hope that helps as far as the primer goes on losing belly fat without exercise. Now, at the end of the day, though, it's going to depend on you. And for most people, it actually probably will take exercise. You can lose belly fat without the exercise, but to get the level of toning and the level of cutting that most men and women want, it's probably going to take exercise at the end of the day to build more muscle mass and lose more belly fat, and you're going to just look toned and fitter overall anyway. So I hope that helps. Remember, your tiny daily habit for today is to understand, look at where you are, adjust it based on your unique circumstances. You still have to decrease calories at the end of the day. Whatever way you do that doesn't really matter. Try having 30 grams of protein with each meal or going the most strict, which is a strict paleo. That's the best way to get the results I've seen without any exercise. But remember, you may need exercise to go the whole way to get the results you want. What's up guys, it's Alex. I hope you like this video. The best way to stay in touch is to grab my totally free guide, 5 daily habits to help you lose your next 20 to 30 pounds. And if you like this tiny daily habits approach to not only getting fitter, but unlocking that 10 out of 10 success in your life, check out my book, Master the Day, both in the description there below or on Amazon. And if you send me your receipt to alexander@modernhealthmonk.com, I'll send you a 2-hour bonus video course for free.